Hey, welcome back to the Kid with Data Science channel. I'm getting ready to take a second look at some data from our world in data. Let's just take a quick look at the site and the data we're going to be talking about today. Death, health, let's see, life expectancy, burden to death. We're looking at the causes of death data here. Also include a link to these to the site. Okay. Uh, I really can't emphasize what a phenomenal resource this really is. Okay. Last updated December 19th. Okay. Causes of deaths. Well, just numerous diseases. I eliminate like auto accidents and violent deaths, stuff like that. I'm really only concerned with actual diseases themselves. Okay. And this is the list right here. It just dozens of diseases, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. Uh, we're concerned mainly with alcohol, drug, and diabetes and kidney disease, okay? As opposed to chronic respiratory diseases, all right? Now, we're going to be using some code uh, from the previous world causes, all right? So we're going to list this here. So we're going to take this code right here. We're actually going to take the first thing right here, okay? We're going to get rid of this. We're also going to say echo false, okay? So now we got our libraries. Now we're going to come over here. We're actually going to do something here. We got causes of deaths, causes total country total. So we're going to take all this code over here and begin over here to get our basic data. All right. So now we're going to run this code here, and we're going to run this code here. All right. Let's just change this to names, okay? This way it gives us some names. All right. And let's begin up here as we always do by removing any existing data. Let's see, rm colon list equals ls colon. So let's just run this again. There's the names. There's this. Now we got now we got three things here. We got causes total by year, and we're interested in cirrhosis, uh, tuberculosis, and these here. Now what we could do is, look at this. You know what? Let's do. Let's do a. Let's only pull out the numbers which we really need. So I've got the numbers we really need here. Okay, this is all we're going to do. DEATH underscore CAUSES. Causes. Okay. And we're going to say, then we're going to select only the columns which we need, which is going to be death causes. So we're only going to pull out here select, comma, year code. Let's just come down here now and do this. We'll pull out cirrhosis. Alcohol. Drug. Now, of course, alcohol is also a drug, right? It can be. Diabetes. And kidney failure, kidney-related diseases. Oh, okay. Diabetes and kidney failure. All right. So let's change this back to summary now, okay? Now we could say that takes care of that. We could just say summary. All right. So now we're going to run this again. And now you can see we've got the things we needed here. So the other thing we want to do is we want to do, let's try this again because we want to get rid of all the, so we got rid of all the NAs. So here's the years. It starts in 1990, ends in 2017. Cirrhosis, minimum, average, number of deaths, worldwide 2,274. Maximum over here. Alcohol, mean 3,525. Drug, 2,276. Diabetes, average, and kidney failure, average, okay? So now we're going to come down here. We're going to do this. Uh-oh. What happened here? Can't subset column that doesn't exist. Column cardio. Okay. Cirrhosis to kidney. Cirrhosis to kidney. Let's try this again. Okay, so now we got it. Let's go ahead and close this. Mortality rate. Let's look at causes total now. So now we got the total by year for these five diseases. Okay. Now let's come back down here. Diseases summary. Now we're going to say total by EY. Okay. Now we're going to create a country total. Now I can see the total by country for these diseases. All right. So let's get rid of this over here now. Now what can we do over here with world causes? What's the first thing? Plot of causes. NHIV called Alzheimer's. Let's do plot over here. Okay. So we got 5 diseases here. All right. Okay. So we're going to take this here, and we're just going to do a plot. We're going to create 5 plots for the 5 different diseases, okay? So we're going to begin with the plot of cirrhosis. Now, we could take this and convert this into a single disease. Okay. Now this is one way to do it, right? Okay. All right. Death causes U.S. So let's just take a look at this first 2 plots here, shall we? So let's take a look at this first plot. Let's take a look at this here. Good grief, this is really correct. Cirrhosis is skyrocketing. Can these numbers really be right? U.S. cirrhosis deaths are skyrocketing. Huh. Let's take this then. Now, now to be honest, I'm doing this the long way, okay? I'm doing this the long way. We should be able to take initial data, causes total, country total, say, and put this down as a so the second one we're looking at is alcohol. Alcoholism. And of course, alcohol and cirrhosis of the liver is very closely related. So let's take a look at this now. Shouldn't actually do that a second time. Okay. Now this is worldwide. Uh, I guess that's alcoholism because it causes a death, so it's causing death. What about cirrhosis? And what about alcoholism for the U.S.? You can see that alcohol deaths are declining or increasing? Now here's the question. Can we take these country totals and somehow and we want to somehow use a pivot long to create one record for each one of these diseases for each country. Okay, what happens if we come back over here? Let's try this. Okay, with the line still tidy R up here? Okay, so let's do this. DF. What happens if we took and said world assistant? As Tibble builds billboard chop complete, construction contains crossings, span, fill, gather, so let's try this. What happens if we said DF colon Tibble? So what kind of class is this? Okay, Tibble causes. Okay, so that doesn't work. So what we want to try to do then is do so. Wider. What if we didn't do anything? What if we just did this? Columns must be select this one column. Equals columns let's try calls to year equals columns are going to be year. Oh, let's try columns. Country. Let's try everything. Let's say so we got I don't know what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, looks reasonable. So we could plot year. Okay, so it looks reasonable so far. So now we can come back over here And we can plot year. So let's do this. Okay. Okay, here we go. Plot. Okay. So we're going to begin with T world pivot. Okay. Now we're going to do plus GM underscore LINE, comma AES, comma X equals. Okay. Let's say, right, value. Name. Let's do first one by year and value. E, comma. Let's do this. I can't think of what it's called now. I can on it. Asset wrap till name. So what we're going to try to do is create a series of plots. Here we go. Now this isn't very encouraging, is it? Okay. It's unfortunately, these continuous. Now what we want to do a y-axis free. To y. Okay. What we're looking for here. Okay. Asset grid. I should be able to do this. And what this does is this adjusts the y-axis for each individual scale. which of course it doesn't work. Unrecognized argument. Okay, now let's do something a little different here. Okay, let's take a look at Sweden. Because Sweden has some free access in it. Continuous. Still nothing here. Monthly. Here's some calculations. Facet wrap. Okay, so I did put scales up here, didn't I? Yeah. Huh. Don't know why that's not working right now. Maybe this is just this. Okay, let's just leave that there for right now. Now we're going to do another plot. Okay. Year. Let's substitute name. And let's change this to, okay. Oh, man. Okay. Each group consists of only one observation. So that may not work then. Let's come back up here. Okay. Let's do this again. What after we do this now? Let's get rid of this. let's do this. Let's see. We'll choose a plot. Okay. So you can see, interesting enough, these numbers are pretty much the same. And I'm not really sure why we don't got this better design. But let's try this. Let's do this. X, Y, L, I, M, right? Let's see. Colon. I don't know. Let's try 2, 1, 2. How does XLM work? Well, in this case, it's a comma. First of all, let me give it this. Just world pivot. Let's say, let's say, okay, so now we can see here, interesting enough, there does seem to be a relationship, a clear between alcohol and drugs and kidney and okay. So as alcohol goes up, now, what can we do here? Let's see. What about, is there a package called, how much time I spent here so far? Okay. Uh, equals. Okay. 2090 to 2000 to 2017. So now let's come down here now, real quick. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's do this. So all I need to do is come back up here. Where's the US numbers here? Okay, this may not work. Well, it should work, right? That causes. Okay, good. So all we need is that causes. Excellent. So what we're looking for here is we should have year. Let's take a look at this first. Death causes. Okay. Oh, this won't really work, will it? So the question is this. Okay. So pivot longer. World pivot. Right? Okay, country. Okay. Let's look at this here. World causes. What happens if we change this to bring this down here? You know what we could do is, uh, let's do this. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is death causes, right? US pivot. Why should we do this? Let's do this. The reason I like to use chunks is because it makes it very easy to troubleshoot. As we do this. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. So, we're going to change this to US pivot, US causes, and the plots may be the same. So we want to say year, value. Let's give it this part right here right now. Very nice. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So now we're looking at uh, and we're going to say y equals so now we have a plot of alcohol deaths, cirrhosis deaths, diabetes deaths, and drug deaths. Now, this is interesting. Let's do one more funky thing. I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Okay. So now we have the deaths caused by death. Now, what's the biggest one here? The biggest spike is in drugs. Is showing the biggest increase. Alcohol, which is this one down here, is continuing to decline. Let's look at cirrhosis of the liver. Now let's do the same thing here, but let's do it split it out by cause. Okay. And this will be the last one, by the way. I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay. Commas, And I'm going to do a facet wrap. Facet wrap. Okay, now let's try this. Okay, so now we got it broken down by by cause. Okay, let's get rid of log 10. Okay, and let's say where do we do the free at? Scale Y. Okay, let's come back down and take a look at Sweden again. And this will be the end of the show for today, by the way. Let's open this up. Scales, facet wrap, scales, wrap 3. Comma. Let's see how this looks. Let's see if this scales. Okay, much better. Much, 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 much better. This really gives us a much better picture here, doesn't it? Just for the fun of it, that's the area, and let's say equals equals. Let's just add a little color to the plot. No, we're going to do fill instead, right? Okay, let's do this also. Let's do this, NCOL equals 2. This is a little bit better plot. Much, 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 much better. Except it doesn't really look that good, does it? Okay. Okay. Well, no, let's go ahead and change this back to area. Didn't really change anything that much, did it? Okay. So let's come back up here, and we'll run this once from the top. Okay. And see exactly what we got here. So this is worldwide cirrhosis of the liver, alcohol, and U.S. deaths by year for alcohol, plot by cause. Okay. deaths, U.S. deaths for these same causes by year. And here we got them split up by year and by cause. So if we save this, okay, so this concludes the report, the second day of analysis of the causes. Okay, so the second day of the causes, all right. Thanks so much for your time. Don't forget to click that like button. If you find this report interesting and helpful, be sure to also share it, okay? Thanks so much.